So I am originally from a small town in South Dakota named Woonsocket, town of about 600. It's about an hour northwest of Mitchell, South Dakota. So grew up and was raised. We're a really small community. Same with my wife. She's from about 12 miles away from where I grew up in a town of about 1,000 people. So we had the opportunity, when the opportunity for the position kind of presented itself, my wife and I, with having two young boys, kind of trying to find that community that felt like home, but was close to family, having a brother-in-law in the Milford area and two aunt and uncles in the Spirit Lake, and my mom's sister in Sioux Falls, and more aunt and uncles in Brandon, provided an opportunity for us to move back closer to our family, but also find that community that felt like it was the right fit for us, and felt like home and where we could get settled in. So I started out as a long-term care administrator at a nursing home and assisted living in Correctionville, Iowa, which is just east of Sioux City. And then had an opportunity to step into a small hospital CEO role in South Dakota and Minnesota with the Vera health system, small critical access hospitals with about a handful of providers. And that had opened up opportunities to move down to Shenandoah, Iowa, which is down southeast of Omaha. A little bit larger community, critical access hospital with a lot of services, pretty large. Stepped into a chief operating officer role there, and got to oversee all the ancillary departments, a large, about $30 million construction project, and our physician and provider practice had about 27 different providers. So got to step in that, see a little bit more services, more complex services. And then an opportunity in Missouri Valley as the president of the critical access hospital there. Missouri Valley is about 25 miles northwest of Omaha. And so was in Missouri Valley. And then as the opportunity presented up here, that kind of drew our interest because of the location here in Emmitsburg, and the organization with PACHS having, a lot of different services from birth, obstetrics to our long-term care services really kind of attracted us to kind of encompass a lot of the different things in my past background. My wife is a nurse. We both went to the University of South Dakota, and she's from a small town in South Dakota as well. And we have two little boys, Aiden, who's 6, and Evan, who is 2. So they keep us on our toes, keep mom on her toes, and myself, and both just love being outside, love running, and just super high energy, I think, like all boys. So they're always fun. We do have a English setter pointer lab that we have, who's about 7 years old. So he's a bred hunting bird dog who's never hunted, and my wife treats him like a little dog that wears sweaters and things like that. But he's an important piece of our family too, and just yeah. So, with having two little boys, I like, all kinds of sports with them, and, playing catch, and whether it's playing hockey or soccer with them. I really enjoy golfing and liking to get out and do that. I pretty much enjoy anything outdoors, whether it's playing golf or doing projects around the house. I do enjoy kind of small little home remodeling projects, which my wife sometimes enjoys me working on those things, and other times the timeline that I get done with some of those things. But pretty much anything outside, anything that I can do with my hands, and pretty much anything with our boys. That's probably the most frequent question I get asked. Neither. I am a big Notre Dame Fighting Irish fan, and when we were touring the community, the very first thing my wife said about the community of Emmitsburg was that I wouldn't have a hard time here finding somebody to actually watch a Notre Dame game with me. So